Howdy, I'm John Biggs, and we're here at the Disrupt Hackathon in San Francisco. These guys are Livebolt. They've been hacking away all night. What we've been trying to do is bring more hardware startups to this, our little adventure here. And these guys really brought it. They have a system for opening and closing doors with your phone.
Yeah, I mean, so it goes a little bit beyond that, because the whole idea here is that there's a whole bunch of times where we have cloud-based identities that we want to give access to physical space. And so we built a system that allows you to manage in the cloud who has access to your space at any point in time. Now, the main requirement there is you have a way to grant them access once they actually arrive at your space. So in addition to the whole software front end, we built a hardware solution that has about $60 worth of parts, retail price, buying 2 of them. Okay. And what it allows you to do is grant anybody the ability to open and close a deadbolt.
So to begin with, this is your product that you guys make out in Madison.
Right, yeah, so Matt and I are from Madison, Wisconsin. We met our team members actually at the hackathon. We have a company called Snowshoe that makes the Snowshoe stamp. It's a block of aluminum, has no circuitry, no batteries, no power, no nothing. It's dishwasher safe. It's literally a block of aluminum with some rubber glue to it. And it has 5 points on the bottom, and when you touch those to the screen of the phone detects the specific coordinates to those 5 points, and those 5 points are in a different coordinate pattern on each iteration of the stamp.
So this is a key.
This is essentially a physical key.
But it's a key, so it's a public key almost. It's out on the wall.
Physical
somewhere.
OAuth.
All right.
Is the way to think about it.
Okay.
And it allows us to prove that a smartphone user is in a specific place at a specific time. And the really important part is it allows us to prove that they're interacting with a person or system in an authenticated way. Here we have an embedded system.
All right, so show us this.
Yeah.
So this is a deadbolt right here.
So that's a standard deadbolt that we bought at Lowe's Hardware, like, I don't know, 2 days ago.
And this is a professionally made
cardboard
enclosure.
Yep. And this is not a hollow core door. This is a foam core door.
It's foam core. Yeah, these are very popular in San Francisco because there's really no crime. So
the idea here is that you have the app where you have a login screen, and this actually, we have a version of the app that also has a swipe payment screen here, so you can actually payment gate
to
door.
Get in. Which there are lots of uses for that.
Madison's a college
here
town.
in San Francisco.
Well, Madison's a college town. We have these things called house parties. You have to pay $5 to get in. This way, you wouldn't have to have like your girlfriend manning the door the whole time. You could just have them.
If you have
swipe
a girlfriend.
If you have a girlfriend,
sure.
which I don't. Anyway,
these guys are all single, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, honey. No. So you click login, and this is where the stamp would literally be mounted on the door frame or anywhere else on the outside of the house. They would literally stamp the screen of their phone. That authenticates that they're in the specific place and that they have access. And then it brings up a diagram of your standard deadbolt. And if you slide it from locked to unlocked, this may take a little bit because we're on a pretty slow Wi-Fi connection here. It should probably take about 10 seconds. But we'll see the deadbolt actually retract into the door.
If only.
Hopefully.
We're
at the mercy of AT&T.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're good. Let's try it again. This is only live, so don't worry about it.
We'll give it a shot. Yeah, wonderful. We have a video showing it working about 80 times in a row.
Let's get this working. We have plenty of time here.
So, is your connection up?
Yes, it is. To show you started.
We gotta rip that thing open and reset it?
Maybe. Let me just actually. Yeah, I gotta restart. I gotta rip that thing open and restart the card.
So let's show them how it works then.
Yeah. So you actually see the internals.
Yeah, I want to see the internals because what we actually did, you guys actually did some 3D hacking.
So there's actually some 3D printed gear. There's a 3D printed gear in here that MakerBot very kindly printed for us. That's what you actually see.
So you built this yesterday?
I modeled that in about 10 minutes on SketchUp. Took about 3 hours to install the plugin to convert it to an STL file, which was really annoying.
That's weird.
Yeah, and then if we pop this out, and then gave it to MakerBot, it only took about 8 hours to print because it was a little bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah.
So if we pop that open, you see a servo motor on the backside, and you see an electric imp, which is a pre-made sort of Arduino type board that has an SD card that's preloaded with software that allows them to publish webhooks that we can call to literally we didn't have to do any Arduino side programming whatsoever. We just called the webhooks that they had published. Their board already has a tie-in for the servo, and we literally just called the webhook that they gave us, and the servo started turning. It was one of the coolest moments of the entire hackathon.
All right, so
and that happened like 8 p.m., so we didn't know what really to do with ourselves for a couple minutes. So this is blinking green. Unfortunately, we have to restart it. So you pop in the SD card, and then you pop it back in again. It's going to blink red for a while, and then it'll blink red and orange, hopefully. And then once it's actually reached the tubes that comprise our internets, it'll start blinking green. And the servo should activate once it does that. It did. And then if somebody could put it in the locked position, which it is, awesome. We slide the very expensive cardboard and...
Yeah, you guys are really, this is rapid prototyping at its finest.
And then we...
Surprised you didn't use pizza boxes.
We did.
The other one's built out of a Snapple cap.
And then we slowly close that, and then if we retract that deadbolt,
all right,
it goes back in.
Perfect.
And if we pop it back out, it goes back out.
So you literally built this in 24 hours, which is why I'm excusing this whole rigmarole. You built the door, you built the deadbolt. This is amazing stuff. I'm really glad. So what are your backgrounds?
I almost have a PhD in meteorology.
Which was a good idea. So what's your background?
Comp sci, basically web.
Yep.
Computer science.
He's starting at Stanford.
Oh, okay.
And he wrote our entire iOS app.
Yeah,
He's also from Wisconsin, but we didn't know him until we got here.
Green Bay.
Software developer.
What was that?
Software developer.
All right, perfect. And you're here? You guys are based here? Or you're...
I'm here.
No, I'm here.
He's here now.
And you guys came in from Madison?
Came in from Madison.
All right,
Yep.
excellent. This is, are you guys going to start selling this? Maybe.
Well, so our company is going to sell authentication services, and we'll give the stamps away for free.
All right.
This we'd love to find a company to take it.
Open source it.
We absolutely could open source it and let people run with it as long as they're getting our stamps and buying our auth services. We'd love to sell it.
I don't think that's how open source works, but it's
I can't open source those, but I can definitely open source this.
All right. Thanks a lot, Livebolt, and thanks for watching.